Hey, welcome to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast, a member of the Pharmacy Podcast Network. I wanted to show you something cool that Amazon is doing, and especially if you're a Kindle author. What they do is now allow you to do a book series, and I have two series. This is the first one, the Pharmacy Residency and Career Series. And what you do is you take the books that you've written, and usually you write in kind of a specific genre, and then you order them so that somebody knows what order they're in. So with fiction books, usually there's a part one, part two, part three, or whatever. But with nonfiction books, there's usually an order too, and I kind of wanted to go through that, and then kind of how I've approached it. So the first thing that I in the book series is the strong residency letter of intent, because really the letter of intent is a reflective document as much as it is something that you have to do for the site. And it's really telling yourself where you match best to. And I think the number one best way to ensure that you're going to get a residency is to know, all right, well, what experiences do I have? And what experiences will these sites value, and then putting those together in a match. So I do help people one-on-one with their residency letter of intent, but the key is not just the good writing, but the pivots that they make, like, oh, I don't know if that is a good match, now that I look at it again. And that, I think, is really the key. The next thing is the residency interview. Once you get an interview, what do you do? What's the first step? Because there's something known as the flash interview, where they will just call you and the interview starts. And so you have to be ready for that. And then understanding the specific interview types. So residency interview help in case of interview invitation break glass. The next one was something that I worked on with someone else, Brandon Dyson of TLDR Pharmacy. We wrote on 100 strong residency interview questions, answers, and rationales for the residency match. And this has gotten great reviews to be able to go through 100 residency questions and feel like you've already done the residency interview before you even get there, because you don't really have a choice as much to know which one's going to go first, and your first choice might be your first interview. So this allows it to not feel like the first interview. Phone interview survival tips. This is for those distance interviews where you can have some of the answers next to you, but you're going to also have to look like this is all coming off the top of your head. Crushing the phase 2 pharmacy residency match. So if you do end up having to go into phase 2, this is a very specific niche book for phase 2 of the pharmacy residency match. And then sometimes people use this one first, actually, Finding Your Unicorn Job for Pharmacists, which is a lot of people want a job that has all these different aspects to it, and they just never know if that job exists. And a lot of times people make their own job, or people do find their job, but they really need a model. And then this is an interview with many, many, many pharmacists to talk about their jobs. So again, this is the Pharmacist Residency and Career Series, 6-book series. I hope you do check it out. And again, it's just kind of cool how Amazon has put these Kindle books together, and most of them are also available in audiobook if you're like me, where you are just super, super busy as a parent and now online teacher, basically helping my kiddos out.